skipped over before. Line work can be added to the point cloud and exported. And in Topo 1.1, moving forward, you can export line work along with point work through a DXF interface. This is very nice. But first, let's cover how line work operates, how you put down line work and work with this number 3 setting here under place of point activity pane. First, I like to always work in this intensity hue. Again, move the gamma up a little bit to darken the point cloud. I like to do that. We're just going to code this center line here with some line work. Done. So let's set that up. So I'm going to configure my point ID to be 100, and I'm going to set my increment to 5. It's always good to have some kind of increment so you can place a point in between. So if you have 100 to 105, you can place a point 103 or 102 in between there. If you miss a point, you want to come back later and add it in there. Again, I'm going to be using free coding. The other type of coding is covered later. So with free coding, you have to tell it that you want to start line work. So to begin with, we can place lines or arcs or areas. And areas are closed polygons that would go around electrical boxes or buildings and whatnot. But let's start with begin line. And our smart pick, since we're going to be doing a lane stripe, we're going to use a lane stripe smart pick here, and we're going to keep these checked off for now. These automatically accept checked off. Our pick zone size is still fairly large too, so we want to configure the pick zone, move it down to maybe 10. It's important to play around with pick zone size, and then we'll start picking. So you can see here it's picked, it's a good candidate. We can see here in the ISO view, you can say accept point. Now you see the line work box automatically goes to continue line. So watch what happens when I click my next point, and then I accept it, and you'll see the line work show up. Okay? So having these clicked off, accept and focus clicked off, is very good in the beginning. But when you get more confidence in the picker itself, you may choose to turn both of these on, and watch what happens here. You can just keep on selecting down the road here, and it centers your pick as it accepts the point. And your last pick, you want to tell it to end line. Okay? So you've coded a line on a point cloud now. You can see the results of this in the virtual field book. I'm going to move the field book down to the screen here so we can see what we've done. We can see the ID of the point. Now remember, we're not using codes, so this is blank. But this is all coded here, begin and end. If you were to export with a field book, for example, then these codes would leave with the field book. Or if you were just exporting these lines as DXF, they would come into AutoCAD as shown. Now the nice thing about the line work is that it's very quick while using the smart picks to place lines. But you can place more than that. I'm going to go ahead and place line work around this curb area and show how arcs work now. So I'm going to go back